Dorian is almost 3.5 years old now, and he was born with a rare genetic disorder called unbalanced chromosomal translocation. Essentially all it means is he's a little warrior and has fought some big battles for such a little guy.
Dorian didn't have a typical birth, a very traumatic entrance into this world. He coded right after birth, and the team came in. They were trying to revive him because he wasn't breathing and he was a grayish blue color, and there was nothing we really could do. And then after they took him to the NICU, we didn't get to see him for almost 6 to 8 hours after his birth.
We stayed in the neonatal intensive care unit for the first 8 months of his life, and then we finally got to go home after that. It was an amazing experience, but it wasn't over then, because he was in and out of the hospital for the next year. It's been the craziest journey for me personally as his dad, but in the same breath, the most amazing journey, because he is the happiest little dude you'll ever meet. You would never know he's been through the things that he's been through, and he teaches me every single day to appreciate the small things in life, like being able to even breathe, the stuff we take for granted and we don't even think about in our day-to-day lives. He loves to laugh and play and watch Disney movies and go to the park and have slides and swings that are accessible to him. He's just like everyone else, even though he's slightly different, but aren't we all? I just want to make sure I put him in an environment where he can look around and see other kids similar to him and go to places where he can actually access things that we would want him to access. Those things, so just getting around mobility-wise is a huge barrier. Another reason, once we found Shane's and went to that playground, man, that day it felt magical. It was amazing to have a space that was built with him in mind.
Yeah, the first time we went to Shane's Inspiration, I just remember feeling just really excited for Dorian to play with the other kids and interact and see how kids run and jump and climb and swing and all those things. And I remember having the ventilator strapped on my back like a backpack, and I was carrying him, and then we slid down the slide for the very first time in his entire life. And that was really cool. Inclusion Matters by Shane's Inspiration is so important for our community and for other kiddos like Dorian, just so we can bring them together and build our tribe. Him being able to interact and make friends, and I always thought that would be a huge barrier for him.
We have a good friend that we met along the way, and she wrote a book dedicated to her daughter that's all about trying to break down the barriers and, spread inclusion. And after she wrote it, she had posted something about doing a reading at this park in Griffin Park called Shane's Inspiration. And so I got curious and started exploring and wound up on the website, and I just was bombarded with so much joy and happy tears because I didn't know something like this existed and so close to us. And I remember I texted Katrina all about it, and it was a Friday, and I said, we're going tomorrow. And we went tomorrow, and that day we played, we had all his equipment, no struggles with trying to get through sand or can we use this piece of equipment, because all of it was put together thoughtfully for kids just like Dorian's.